At the bottom of the page, we finished the Maamar. Correct. V'zehu. No, not this one. This is, I'm going to use this afterwards. Here's the Sefer. Now the recording. So what did we learn here in the Maamar? The Rebbe brings in the beginning the Medrash that says that David HaMelech in Tilim clarifies the Pshat, what it says in Bereshis, that the Eibusha created Shnei HaMoedes HaGdolim, and that the Moedes are La'oistus L'Moedim L'Yamul V'Shanim. But it doesn't say in the pasuk which one is going to be used for the Moedim. So David HaMelech came and clarified, Asa Yereach L'Moedim. It's the Yereach. So the Yidden respond to David HaMelech and say, that's something we know already from the time when we were in Mitzrayim. When the Eibusha HaChedesh Zalachem, we understood that that means that we begin counting the months from Chodesh Nisan, and we establish Yamim Tovim by the Moedim. So what's the significance of this conversation between David and the Yidden? So the Rebbe here explains B'Kitzer. The Medrash continues and says, Sha'omru lo Yisrael le David. The Yidden said to David HaMelech, Ad she'anu b'Mitzrayim, while we were still in Mitzrayim, natalnu chodesh haLevana. We already received and got this mitzvah of counting to the Levana. What's the significance of Mitzrayim? So the Rebbe explains. It's Dafke there where Yidden are serving the Eibusher while they're in Golus, which is Inyan HaYerida, representing the general idea that he said before, that the Yidden come down into this world, they're in a place of Yerida, which is like the Levana itself, like the Levana that goes through Aliyas and Yeridis. So there in Mitzrayim, Nimshach etzlam begiluya inyan das Yereach l'moedim. That's where the Yidden have this mitzvah that they should establish Yamim Tovim according to the moon. That's what the Yidden are telling David HaMelech. So David HaMelech is telling this to them years later, Zogn the Yidden, in Mitzrayim we experienced, not only, what the Rebbe is really saying over here is it's not only that in Mitzrayim we already received this mitzvah, but in Mitzrayim we experienced this. In Mitzrayim we served the Eibusher in this kind of a matziv of Aliyas and Yeridis, and there we recognized why it is Dafka de Levana that should establish Yamim Tovim.
What were the Aliyas in Mitzrayim?
It says Yeridis over here, huh? Yeah, okay. And as this is in a very simple sense, it's based on the moon, the cycle of the moon. We establish all the Yamim Tovim. So the first Yom Tov of Pesach, Derech Zeh Chag HaSukkos, and then Sukkos as well, Derech Zeh Chag HaShavuos, Shiyu B'Yom HaChamishim Mei Chag HaMatzos. Same is also with Shavuos, even though it might seem that Shavuos is established by something else. It's not based on the day of the month. As it says, the Gemara says, Shavuos could sometimes come out on the 5th or 6th or 7th day of Sivan. But Shavuos is dependent on whenever Pesach was. And Pesach was established by the moon. So, Hainu, Lefi Shegama Yeridis Hemachona La'aliyah. Anytime you experience a Yerida, that is a preparation for the Aliyah. Since we know there's a cloud that every Yerida is Tzairach Aliyah. In order to get to a higher place, sometimes you have to take a step back and there has to be a Yerida to bring to a greater level. So it comes out that the Yerida is a preparation for the Aliyah. So the same thing also with the Levana. When the Levana appears smaller in size, it's just preparing for a greater revelation. So every time a person experiences a Yerida, doesn't have to get nispal from the Yerida. That means that there's a greater Aliyah around the corner. The same is also true now. The Golus of Mitzrayim is the source of all Goliyas, and therefore we learn from there to our experience today. The revelation and the redemption and the revelation then is the source for all other redemptions and revelations. So hinegam bizman hagolos, even while a person is in golos, kashayoda inish benafshei, and a person is well aware of his own situation, mamadoy matzavoy, his own condition, v'hayiride, and how low down he is, v'chulu. So the golos is not only external, but the golos is in the person and the matzah of the person himself. And yet we say to a person, this is the seder of falling even regarding a tzaddik. Even a tzaddik falls 7 times and lifts himself up again, and the Eibusher allows that to happen to the tzaddik only because he wants to bring him closer. But dafka yidei, it's only through the yipoil that he comes closer. As this idea is brought in the introduction of Shayichet Ve'amunah. If a tzaddik would be going in a steady path, similar to the cycle of the sun, that goes in a steady path and it's consistent and it never changes, so then there wouldn't be that extra energy and that urge to go and grow out of a person's limitations. Because he's steady, he's connected, he's in the right path. There isn't that extra energy. Mashenki, when a person falls and he feels like that he's being separated, that brings out from the person an urge to go with a greater force to come closer. And that brings a tzaddik to go higher than the level that he's on, where he felt very secure, he felt very fine in his connection to Hashem. But if there's a yipoil, so then it brings the person to an even deeper connection.
By tzaddik, there's a nefila?
Again?
There's a nefila by the tzaddik?
Yeah, no, that's what he's saying, yeah, sure, absolutely.
Ashtas the tzaddik is...
But the Eibishter...
explains it to different types of Ava,
right? The Ava from Pisechel, the Ava, yeah. Correct. Yeah, but I'm focusing on this concept that there is a concept of nefila by a tzaddik. The Alter Rebbe explains this also in another place, actually.
No, I'm saying is that the nefila that explains over there is not a nefila.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Oh, that's what you're trying to bavod. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Okay, the Rebbe will bring it over here. Okay, let's read another line or two, and I'll get back to the point I was going to say. Hainu. So first of all, the point here we see is shahayiride b'shvil aliyah. The entire yiride is only a preparation to get to a higher level. Shatia lasad lavai, which ultimately the highest level will be revealed when Mashiach comes. So this is levad zayis, besides the fact shahayiride hirak lefi madrigosai. When it says a tzaddik falls, it doesn't mean to fall in the literal sense. Chas v'shalom. Based on his level that he's on, so the Eibishter causes an afila to happen in order for him to be able to come closer. The Alter Rebbe in Tanya Perik Chavtes, I believe it is Be'erech, says the point that many times a person experiences some kind of a timtum amoyach and timtum alev, and the only reason it's happening to him is not by any fault of his own, but the Eibishter wants to bring out a deeper koyach in the person in order to get closer, to be able to fight, to get closer to the Eibishter. So sometimes a person thinks there's something wrong with me. What's going on? Why can't I connect? Why do I feel so like a stone, like I can't connect? Adarabba. It's because the Eibishter wants you to dig deeper inside of you and discover a deeper connection. If you wake up every morning and you're inspired, and it's a gate of a gang and that kind of a way, so the person feels like I'm in the right place, I'm okay, I'm good. But our relationship to the Eibishter is Ein Sof. The Eibishter is Ein Sof, and therefore the true relationship to Hashem has to also be Ein Sof. The moment the person stays in the same place, so then you lose the whole connection, because it's not anymore Ein Sof. And if it's not Ein Sof, it's not a real connection to the Eibishter. The only way to keep it fresh is by the Eibishter creating such a Ratzi V'shuv, the Sheva Yipo, where the tzaddik gets closer, and then he takes a step back and gets even further, and like this, a tzaddik continuously goes higher and higher and more connected to the Eibishter. Right, the Rebbe says now, a deeper vart, mizu, talking about what the yiridas are, you can say even a deeper point. Shegama yirida atzma hi chelik ma'aliyah. The yirida itself is also a part of the aliyah itself. Kehabir Shebazeh's explanation in this, that the Eibush is the one that allows this yirida to happen. So it's not the pshat, it's just a hachonah to the aliyah. It's the method that the Eibishter squeezes out of the yid, so to speak, a greater energy to come closer. The Yerida itself is a Yerida. Yerida itself is the person getting disconnected. Then, after the Yerida, this will cause an Aliyah. Here the Rebbe says, no, that the emphasis, if you think about it, if it's the Eibishter that's allowing this Yerida to happen, so what's the pnimius of the Yerida itself? The Yerida itself is already that beginning of a deeper relationship. Because the whole pnimius of the Yerida is the Aliyah. It's starting the process of creating a deeper connection to the Eibishter. Right, so just like anything that we see in the world, b'chetzenius it looks like chayshech, b'chetzenius it looks like a halam v'hester. It's all the Eibishter is doing in order to create a deeper connection. So the Yerida is part of the process. It's part of the Aliyah itself. This is connected to something that the Rebbe said in a previous Maamar. B'inyin ken yamod zarachem b'shimchem. Lasad Love, it says there was a Maamar of the Dibra Maschal was that Lasad Love will be Shamayim Chadashim, Aretz Chadasha, there'll be great Giluyim, a completely new world order. But still, even then, Zarachem v'Shimcha, your descendants and your name, which the Rebbe says, the Koyal Aveda is Managalos, that refers to our Aveda in the time of Galus, will still exist and be relevant even after Mashiach comes. Sheyamay, they'll continue to be Gam Kashiyah Shemaim Chadashim Varetz Chadasha. What's the reason for this? Kivin Shezeu Hagayrim Elagili de Lasad Lavai. This is the whole cause, and this is part of the process itself. This is part of the revelation itself. Elamai, we don't see it yet in that way. While we're still in the place of Yerida, we see Yerida for what it is, how it affects us b'chitzenius. When a person is in a matzav of Yerida, it's painful, it could be suffering, it could be it's darkness. So we experience that Yerida only for the external and the negativity of it. But the emes is, Ein Ra Yerid Mol Maila. It's all the Etzem HaTov Lahetiv. And even the Yerida itself is also a chelik of the Aliyah. But Pnimi is the Yerida is an Aliyah. So therefore, Lasad Lavai, even the experience of Golus is going to be part of the Gola. It's going to be part of the revelation. We'll see then, like the famous pasuk that it says, Oitcha Havai Ki Anaftabi. Lasad Lavai will realize and see what the Pnimius of the Golus itself was. So in that sense, the Golus is not just a hachana. It's not just an Aveda to prepare. The person is on the outside, the person is in the cold, he's in the dark, and he's preparing. It's not just a preparation. That is the emes of what Golus itself is. It's a creation of the Eibishter. It's not the person's own doing. If it's a person's own doing, so then he's pulling himself away, and he's outside, and he's disconnected. Who creates the Yerida? The Eibishter created the Yerida. So what's the Pnimi? So what is Eibishter doing? The Eibishter is doing an Inyan of Yerida, L'Shem Yerida. There's no such a thing. It doesn't exist just an Inyan of Golus, that's an Inyan of Golus, L'Shem Golus. The Pnimius of the Golus Gufa is a chelik of the revelation, of the chelik of the Geula.
So again, what is Shayamud? Goes on that Shayamud.
The what?
Shayamud, what does that refer to? Shayamud, what's going to still stand? Yamud is
Yamod, yeah. It's going to be a chelik. Then we'll see, while there will be the new Giluyim of the Shamayim Chodashim and Aretz Chadasha, the experience of Golus will be part of it as well. It's not pshat that this is the famous word that Rebbe says regarding the what? We're going to mention Yitzis Mitzrayim Laslav now. I was referring to another word that the Rebbe always, Rebbe Kachzach in the later years when he get to Golus, that Golus is the same, Goyla and Gula is the same word, just to add aleph. You add the aleph into Goyla, it reveals what the emes of the Goyla is about. The experience of Goyla was part of deepening your relationship to the Eibishter. It's a chelik of the experience of Gilead Lekos. Elamai b'shas ma'aseh, it feels painful. It's like what we learned in the Maamar also in Basel Legani, Tavshin Chof. So the Rebbe there brings the pasuk, Rochatz havayet tzayis b'nois tzion. That sometimes a parent has to wash off a child from his dirt with hot water, and the child is crying and doesn't like it. But still, that's an expression of the deepest love of Hashem. That the Neibishter vernemt sich mit der Schmutz von Ayid. So the Pnimius of the Golus itself is actually a deeper relationship. That's not less Adarab, it's even deeper. So Lasad Lavi will see the Pnimius for what Golus really is. So it's not a Yerida Tzairach Aliyah. The Yerida itself will all of a sudden see the emes of what the Pnimius of the love of the Eibishter is in this Mana Golus. So the point of here as well. And we're talking about the Levana and the fact that you encounter Levana because of the Yeridis of the Levana. The Gama Yeridi hi chelik ma'aliyah. The Yerida of the Levana itself is part of the Aliyah itself. And specifically, even while the whole Golus goes on, with all of the hell and the Hester, Yidden in that darkness are continuing to fulfill Torah mitzvahs. So even though we don't see the revelation how the Golus is part of the redemption, but we can see how Yidden can be dedicated and serve the Eibishter even within that darkness. So that makes the point that even now, B'zman HaGolus, this is part of the process of connecting and serving the Eibishter. And this is what it says there, Vayt in the Medrash. HaChodesh hazeh lochem. The pasuk adds the word lochem. Why does it say lochem? By most mitzvahs it doesn't say lochem. Why over here does it say lochem? Hadah hu dichsiv. This word lochem is similar to what the pasuk says. Yiyu l'chol levatcha. This is something for you alone. It's between us and Hashem. It's only for Yidden alone. Dal yidei yavayda b'zman hagolos. Since the mitzvah of HaChodesh hazeh lochem is a mitzvah that the Yidden got in Mitzrayim. This is the first mitzvah that the Yidden got, and they got it yet in Mitzrayim. Through the Avodah of Yidden serving the Eibishter in the time of Golos, Yidden will come to the revelation in the Lasad Lavai. Then we will see revealed this special relationship of Yidden with the Eibishter alone. And then the mitzvah of Kiddush HaChodesh will return to the way it was in its original form, to be Mekadosh the Levana, by witnesses seeing the Levana and coming to the Bezdin, and the Bezdin being Mekadosh the Levana. V'Aaron HaMoshe Imam, u'Baalei Lula B'Seicham, v'Hoysal Avaya Amlucha b'Meheira v'Yameinu Mamash.